how do I get started investing in real estate where I have a very limited or no budget for marketing, right? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I got started in real estate and how I was able to close my first about half a dozen deals without spending money on marketing. So one of the very first things that I suggest for you guys that want to get started in real estate is start with education. You have to go out there and get educated. You can definitely go out to watch videos like mine, and there's so many other great channels where you can get a lot of information. I like to call it YouTube University, right? So get educated through YouTube, go out to meetups. There's a lot of free network events there's real estate clubs that are free that they'll have a lot of topics on how to run comps, how to really know the value of a property, how to find off-market deals, how to get familiar with contracts. There's also a lot of title companies in your particular area that put on a lot of free events, or if they do events, it may be like $5 or $10 to attend those events. So you're able to expand your network and you expand your knowledge. But one thing that I encourage you guys when you're getting started is you want to go out there and take action. So if you want to get started and you don't want to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on marketing, right, sending out direct mail or sending out different campaigns, the way that I got started and the way that I had a lot of success was by focusing on one list and focusing on one way to market to that list. So the way that I got started is I focused on pre-foreclosures. Pre-foreclosures are unfortunately people that are in situations for whatever reason that they're gonna get foreclosed on their property, they're gonna lose it, and it's gonna get sold at the courthouse steps. The first Tuesday here in Texas of every month. Every state's a little bit different, but it's typically the first week of every month, depending on what market you're at. So when I got started, I went to one of my county's websites. And if you're in North Texas, there's a lot of counties that actually put this website for free. So when somebody is going through pre-foreclosure, that information has to be put on for the public, right? It's public free data. So once somebody defaults on a loan, right, and they're gonna start the pre-foreclosure process, by law, that document has to be recorded with the public. And that's how a lot of investors are able to find that information, is because it gets reported from the county, right? So when I got started, I found a free county website that they update on a regular basis, Monday through Friday. Every single time there's a new pre-foreclosure being filed, it gets updated on that website, and it gives you all the information as far as the address, what the original loan amount was, and when the next auction date for that particular property is. So what I did is I focused on going and door knocking those particular properties, right? I would go and door knock and just say, hey, I know that things may be rough right now. I'm just trying to find out if we can find a solution for you to maybe stay in your home, or how we can work together to maybe get a little bit of money for you so you can transition to your next phase. And I door knock, right? And a lot of people I know that is not comfortable, right? But when you're getting started in real estate, you have to do the uncomfortable, the hardest thing and the most uncomfortable to get the best results, because guess what? There's very little competition. I remember when I first got started, one of my friends started seeing that I was having success, and even asked me, hey, would it be okay for me to shadow you? And I said, you know what, that's perfectly fine. So we went out on a Saturday to door knock, and we door knocked, I don't know, over 20 properties that day, and we really didn't get any deals that day. And the next time that I invited my friend, he said, no, that's not for me, right? And I want to encourage you guys, imagine you're out door knocking and you don't get a deal the first day, the second day, but let's say that within the first week of door knocking, you're able to generate a lead that can be life-changing for a lot of us, where you can generate $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, right? So what I would encourage you guys to do, if you're just getting started, find your county's website where you can get that list of pre-foreclosures, door knock that list, and create a great relationship with another flipper investor and saying, hey, if I find a good off-market property, would you be willing to buy that property? And that way you already have your buyer lined up, and you can start generating some good revenue until you want to start going through other avenues of marketing. But if I was just getting started, I would definitely encourage you, go out, start door knocking, get uncomfortable, have the conversations. You can watch 1,000 videos, you can watch and go through so many trainings, and there's a lot of people that spend $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 in training and don't get results because they're not willing to take action. You have to be willing to get uncomfortable. You have to be willing to go out there and door knock, no matter what business it is. If you just talk to enough people, eventually some people are gonna be waiting for you to, answer their prayers. And when I was door knocking, I would be surprised, because I always tell people the one thing: it's always worse in your mind than it is in reality, right? You're always throwing out all these negative thoughts. Oh, I'm gonna get shot, I'm gonna get attacked by dogs, I'm gonna get this and that. When I was out there door knocking, I never really had a bad experience. Yes, people maybe would have shut the door and said no, but it never had anybody that was rude to me. But I knew that it was just a matter of time that I went through enough no's, somebody was willing to say yes. And I would actually be surprised on sometimes I was just door knocking and I said, hey, I know you're going through a situation, would you be interested in selling your house? And they would just literally be like, yes, come on in, let's talk. And then after a conversation, I remember a few times within an hour conversation, because I always carried contracts in my car, we would be signing a contract within an hour, and they had enough people call them, they had enough people door knock them, but for whatever reason they felt comfortable with you. And just remember that people are always going to do business with people that they like and trust. So just go out there and have good quality conversations, and I guarantee you you're going to have results. So I hope this video has been of value to you guys. If you guys like this content, if you feel like you get value, make sure you share with friends and family that are wanting to become real estate investors. They're willing to get into wholesaling or what other avenues. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for being part of the community.